Please give it up for Mr. Klaus with your ride. I know you really don't want to kill the poor. I know you really don't want the star quarterback to break his neck. But you are all responsible for one murder. And that is the killing of the professional music industry. It's why we're playing in a club half the size that could take us. And I mean that sincerely. TikTok influencer. I always act like I'm highly ironic. I carry a Galaxy 17 with me everywhere I go. My job is to help annoy what's left of your cognition by giving you an endless stream of every fucking thought that goes through my head. So come create and masturbate the rockstar at home. Whack them that way. If I had my way, even you would agree. This is the future of an adversarial network. GPT-4 written music for the pop culture future as far as we can see.
Everything get out the way!
There's something I don't like about the world perfect hits. Singing for loud after yesterday's hits. MP3, get up the MP3, get up the MP3, get up the web. MP3, get up the MP3, get up the MP3, get up the web. Get up your iPhone. Get up your Android. Get up your government claim they invented the internet, allowing them to force a bunch of one generation as social media had until 5. If you put your listing, a world wide web of imagination where anything can happen, but you've got a lot of nerve to call yourself an innovator when you're just cosplaying on Instagram like Darth Vader, rap in the brain, music fans instead of accounts now. They call the shots for what you get to hear. Are you surprised it's a Pink Pony Club? It's hyper honesty with uber creativity. The website with the most hits, that's the name of the game. The sales are slumping while downloads are still going up. Could it be? With the slight dichotomy between the Vienna School of Economics and the Chicago School of Business when you look at supply and demand versus scarcity and abundance, the elasticity of where the factors of production can actually meet the needs of the hearing public is certainly something that becomes more flexible throughout the graph from an X, Y, and Z perspective.
1, 2, 3, 4.
convincing act can fool you, folks, I feel absolutely wonderful at this moment. I find you, as a crowd, absolutely invigorating. I would be surprised now that I think about it. I think we could actually play all night long. We can get the back catalog, a little bit of Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death, the whole friggin' shebang. Hold on, ladies and hold on. Management seems to be wanting to say something to me for a moment. Folks, I'm so sorry. I just talked to management, and they informed me that evidently after this show is a disco dance party. And not only that, but we've gone over our schedule. And they need, I'm so sorry, they need to clear you out of the room so that they can get the disco lights up and whatever else and do the disco dance party. Punk rock tonight, folks. I'm so sorry. I apologize greatly. I'm sorry. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I just talked to management, and they said we can actually continue our show.
Yeah!
However, he said on one strict condition, no exceptions, but that we have to start the disco dance party right now. So are you with me on this? Thank you. up on any post. I turn around and I go home. I slipped it through my basement door, switch off all the light on below. I heard the scalding wooden tub. Why my day that night? For me. of CIA, replacing white boy flag. Overthink, you show me prison. Oh, merde. When Taylor Swift comes to town, and the airfare goes up by 30%. On the Jimmy Kimmel Show, doing her new album that went leaked to the press to make the businessman so proud and make Disney Plus happy every time, anywhere. They'll make you get up here. Come on, play! Play!
Well, hello, Adelaide. It's such a pleasure to be here. We're supposed to play music. A few ditties. We'll start with this one.
To get me Highway 50, there's nobody there. Stop it, that's not the hoodie mile. Whoa! What you think is better than me, boy, get them home. Drive the cruise around up and that's never my job. The feels is in it, the number of the seven. We're gonna go. But I'm about to have a loud. Looking through my windshield. Faster with my car. But my body goes, you love to turn them off. Looking for the love to go, we're looking for my car. Looking at you, you're not the word I know. When I was in next aboard. Pops around a sugar could board. Fast sirens they hit patrol. Greatest country United States is great. The most wonderful place. Look, I don't think you understand. I'm hoping to get home after the tour. You see what I'm saying? So, the United States is great. You dig what I'm saying? Because there is one truth where America has you beat, and that is in honest-to-God football. You're all playing French soccer while I play real football, real American football. I think you need a lesson, my young friend, and the only way I can think of giving you this lesson is through song. So, to let you know how wonderful American athletics are, hey Ray. Yes, Skip. How about them Hogs? For you. It's the way blood taught to act to survive on schools. Make the whole life a rubber band sports. Walk up, don't act too smart. And maybe they won't let you do it. My true plan will save my soul. I'll never bound with the beat patrol. Future Americans can't have them. Watch all over here. Must be go. They didn't master the big religious cult. The cheerleaders go wild by team. But the lecturers ring from me. When the ideas and coffee and my pride. After forever of my brain. When they crowd right music. Future Americans can and them. Watch all over here. Do you even pay attention to your own politics? Do you know that your fearless leader spoke truth to the UN? You, and you, I think all of us understand to make it in this new world of ours, you need friendship. You need understanding. You need caring. And you need kindness. And if you take the first letter from each of those words, you'll find one dear to my heart. And it expresses what I mean to say. Because while these rabble-rousers were yip-yapping, the star quarterback lies injured, unconscious on the football field. Looks like his neck's been broken. It seems to happen somewhere every year. His mom and dad, they clutch themselves and they cry. Their favorite son will never walk again. Coach says that boy gave 100%. What spirit! What a... greatest country on the planet, my friends. The United States of America. You know, folks, you don't know what you're doing. The United States is great. The most wonderful place. Look, I don't think you understand. I'm hoping to get home after the tour. You see what I'm saying? So, the United States is great. You dig what I'm saying? Because there is one truth where America has you beat, and that is in honest-to-God football. You're all playing French soccer while I play real football, real American football. I think you need a lesson, my young friend, and the only way I can think of giving you this lesson is through song. So, to let you know how wonderful American athletics are, hey Ray. Yes, Skip. How about them Hogs? For you. It's the way blood taught to act to survive on schools. Make your whole life a rubber band sports. Walk up, don't act too smart. Yeah, baby, baby, more like you do. My true plan will save my soul. I'll take a ride with the beat patrol. Future America's Canada land. Walk all over here. Must be go. They didn't ask for the big religious cult. The cheerleaders go wild on Jesus, like the lecturers ring from me. When the octagon's been busted, that's my pride. I'm sure I'm a brain. When that crowd right here and say, future America's handing down, like all over here. Do you even pay attention to your own politics? Do you know that your fearless leader spoke truth to the UN? You, and you, I think all of us understand to make it in this new world of ours, you need friendship. You need understanding. You need caring. And you need kindness. And if you take the first letter from each of those words, you'll find one dear to my heart. And it expresses what I mean to say. Because while these rabble-rousers were yip-yapping, the star quarterback lies injured, unconscious on the football field. Looks like his neck's been broken. It seems to happen somewhere every year. His mom and dad, they clutch themselves and they cry. Their favorite son will never walk again. Coach says that boy gave 100%. What spirit! What a... This is actually the part you've been waiting for the entire show, which is the audience participation part of the show. Why fucking not just put on a record? Because you can do audience participation, that's why. Now, the band from Mars no longer eats cars or smokes cigars. Now he only eats I had a discussion with the band. How many people have already seen this tired old routine on YouTube, and yet you still can't get it right? Folks, we're gonna give it one more chance, otherwise I'm walking out that door and going to the disco dance party. So one more time, man from Mars, yada dee da da dee da da da. Now he only eats. Yes, one more time, like you really fucking mean it. Now he only eats. Yes, and no needs a guitar like this motherfucker to my left. Please give your due respect to Mr. Ray. to explain to me, Klaus, what aphasia is, and I think I just experienced it right there. Folks, I could talk all night, but instead I'm going to hand the theoretical mic over to Mr. Boomstick Wilson, and you will pay rapt attention.
What the fuck is up, Adelaide? Make some noise in here, man. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. Hey, real quick, I want to talk about our dear friend, the late Mr. D.H. Peligro. D.H. is no longer with us in this realm, but he's still very much alive. And these songs that we're playing for you tonight, and this catalog that he helped create. So, anytime you want to be near D.H., all you got to do is come to a Dead Kennadys concert, put it on in your car or at your house, and he's right there in the track. D.H. will live forever. He's immortal through this music. Let me get a hell yeah for D.H. I fucking love that. Somebody fucking tape that. Alright. You guys know what's next. Help me out with this next part. Nazi punks! It's kind of bullshit, honest. Nazi punk! One more time, nice and loud, so DH can hear it up there, alright? One more time. Nazi punks! Okay.
it be?
Knock, knock at the front door.
Who is it?
It's the Sway and the Secret Police.
What do they want?
Out for your Rondo days.
Run quietly to one camp. Televised at the Marshall Inn. New Orleans, it's only a shower.
California, Morales, California, Morales, California.
Folks, as always, I have to ask you, why would you have a bowl of cornflakes without milk when you can have beets as smooth as silk? Folks, he's as big as your continent, but he'll still say, I drum. Please give it up for Mr. Boom, a Stick Wilson! next to the next. Down to the floor.